Good morning, students of class 9. You are welcome back to the classes now. We are doing English. Weathering the storm in Erasmus. That is from Moments. Now there are altogether 5 points. Let's go through this. Number 1, coming off storm. 7 years after his mother's death, Prasant had gone to the block office of Erasmus. Now the main character of this story is Prasant. He had gone to the block office of Erasmus. It was a small town in coastal Odisha. Erasmus is a small town in the coastal Odisha. Now he had gone there, and it was some 18 kilometers from his village. This small town Erasmus was 18 kilometers away from his village. He went there to spend the day with a friend. After finishing the work in the block office, he went to his friend's house to spend the day. In the evening, when he was ready to go back home, a fearful storm gathered there. So number C, people were filled with fear as the wind started blowing and the speed increased. People were filled with fear. Prasant was anxious about his family. Prasant was quite worried about his family. It was getting dark and the wind started blowing with speed and fury. The speed of the wind started increasing. So number D, the cyclonic wind with a velocity of 350 km per hour. So that means it was a super cyclone. The storm uprooted the old trees, and screams and cries of people could be heard in the dark. The lights had gone because everything was uprooted, and people started screaming, and the big trees started falling, and the ancient trees were uprooted. So it was dark everywhere and people were screaming. They were in trouble. So number E, the neck deep water entered his friend's Pakka house. Prasant's friend, he had a Pakka house and the water entered. Prasant and his friend's family spent the night on the roof of the house. So they spent the night on the roof of the house and it was raining very, very heavily. There was devastation all around. Devastation means destruction all around. So in this way, Prasant spent the night with his friend's family on the roof, and they were completely wet, and it was windy. It was a super cyclone, and this is a real happening. This is a real event that took place. So now next, the super cyclone